was raised where the rust runs deep, where fathers drank and mothers weep. Built from scars and borrowed time, no passion ground, no finish line. Call me thunder, call me flame, I don't play by no God's name. Try to break me, watch me rise, I'm the storm behind your lies. Nails in my boots, ash in my breath, every step's a dance with death. They drew lines, I burned the map, a rebel soul you can't unwrap. Call me thunder, call me flame, I don't break, I don't play tame. You can run, you can deny, but I'm the ghost you can't outride. I'm what you see when the dark sets in. No chains, no flag, no savior's hand, just boots and blood and burning land. Call me thunder, call me flame, it's my story in the rain. Raise your walls, I'll still get by, I'm the fire that won't comply. Call me thunder, just a name. On stone in a ghost town hush, moon bleeds silver through the sagebrush. Eyes behind me, breath like smoke. I don't run, I make them choke. No mercy in the dust, no heaven left to trust. I ride with the weight of what I've done, still breathing, but I'm not the only one. So light that match, I'll never rust. There's no mercy in the dust. Carved from flame and shattered bone, I've bled for sins that weren't my own. Left behind in smoke and sand, still I rise, a cursed man. No mercy in the dust, no peace, no love, no just. They tried to chain my fate and name, but I walk on through fire and shame. Ash to ash and blade to trust. There's no mercy in the dust. You think I'm gone, I'm carved in wind. I haunt the path you're walking in. Steel in my hand, ghosts at my side. I never lived, but damn I ride. No mercy in the dust. I burn, I break, I never bust. trust, you fear the dark, but I call it mine. I ride alone through the blood and brine. Say my name if you must, but there's no mercy in the dust. Boots still burning from the path I took. Left town shaking, never looked. Chains couldn't hold what the fire made. I was born from smoke and razor blades. Crown of cinders, ash for gold, marked by battle, stories told. I don't bend, I don't crawl, I stand tall when the angels fall. They prayed for light, I brought the storm. Thunder in veins, lightning sworn. Truth ain't clean, and grace ain't free. So I carved my faith through the enemy. Crown of cinders, ash for gold, marked by battle, stories told. I don't bend, I don't crawl, I stand tall when the angels fall. Let them judge from their holy heights, but down here we earn our rights with blood and dirt, fists and flame. I rise unbroken, call my name. Crown of cinders, ash for gold, buried deep but never cold. I don't beg, I don't stall, I walk through hell and never fall. Crown of cinders, smoke and scars, built from ruin, born for war. Dust don't lie and blood don't fade. I dug my truth with a broken spade. Crosses burn where my boots once knelt. Now I wear the scars the angels felt. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. Thunder moans in the bones I drag, with a curse stitched deep into my flag. Crows keep watch from the gallows high. They see my soul and still won't fly. I sold my name to the howling wind, traded peace for the shape I'm in. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. Smoke don't clear and fire don't sleep. I'm the fighting what's already burned. I'm the lesson you ain't never learned. No preacher's light, no promised land, just me, my ghost, and a gun in hand. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. If I fall, let the silence ring, 'cause I ain't owed a goddamn thing. Dead man's crown, buried deep, but never down. I don't crawl, I don't confess. Raised on fire and wilderness, marked by scars the saints won't name. I walk through hell and don't feel shame. I leave iron in my wake. Every lie, every vow I break. If you're hunting me, better bring the storm. I was born with the devil's form. My shadow rides with broken bone. No God left me a single home. I don't need no sacred light. I was built to bleed and bite. I leave iron in my wake. Every oath is mine to take. You bring fear, I bring the blade. I'm the howl your ghost obeyed. Nail my name into the dirt. Still I rise, still I hurt. No chains hold a soul like mine. Born in smoke, baptized in brine. I leave iron in my wake. Burning roads I'll never fake. You want death, then let it break. But know this, I never shake. Iron in my wake, and fire in my name. I came from dust and broken bone. No crown, no kin, I ride alone. They sent their dogs to track me down, but I don't bleed when I hit the ground. I've chewed the dark like bitter bread, slept in towns that wish me dead. They lit the pyres, I lit a smoke, and laughed until the gallows broke. No cross for me, no prayer, no chain. I've made peace with the fire and pain. Let the angels weep, let the demons cry. I'll ride through hell and never die. Their law is built on blood and lies, but I see clear through holy eyes. Don't talk to me of saving grace. I saw God blink and turn his face. I buried friends with steady hands, took their names through cursed lands. Now every mile's a vow I keep, and every sin I carve in deep. No cross for me, no priest, no grave. I'll tip my hat to the life I gave. If death wants words, I won't comply. Just steel and dust and a battle cry. I ain't the devil, but I've ridden beside him, and he looked afraid. No cross for me, no crown to claim. I'll ride unknown but not in shame. Let the world forget, let my story die. I'll fade like smoke in a blood-red sky. No cross, no chain, no name. I'll walk where saints forget to pray, where blood dries slow and skies turn gray. No light has touched this road in years, just the hum of loss and the weight of fear. Burn me clean in holy flame, strip my shadow, leave the name. I ain't pure, I ain't redeemed, but I won't die unseen. I've sown regret in shallow graves, watch the wolves outlive the brave. They curse my path, I bless their fire, fed on smoke and dead desire. Burn me clean in holy flame, strip my shadow, leave the name. I ain't pure, I ain't redeemed, but I won't die unseen. Bury me where the silence screams, where rust runs deep and mercy dreams. No stone, no verse, no cross to keep, just ash that stirs while others sleep. Gun on my hip, wind in my throat, scars like maps on a tattered coat. If the end comes hard, I'll stand my ground, 'cause hell don't scare what's already bound. Burn me clean in holy flame, drag my soul, forget the name. I ain't saved, I ain't serene, but I'll go down dust in my breath. Every road I ride brings death. Tattooed sins across my chest, a wanted man with no rest. No prayers for the things I've done, no light left beneath this sun. I ride where angels fear to go, with fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost, just me and the gun, and hell follows close. Boots soaked in blood and rage, I carve my name on the gallows cage. No law can chain the beast I feed. I plant revenge like devil's seed. Crows above scream my name. Dust to dust, I play no game. I ride where angels fear to go, with fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost, just me and the gun, and hell follows close. Bury me deep with my blade in sin. I'll rise again when the storm rolls in. Thunder howls, my curse a creed. I'm the wrath that demons breed. I ride where angels fear to go, with fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost, just me and the gun, and hell follows close. Black smoke rising from my tracks, dust and blood, I don't look back. A six-string devil, cold and mean. Whiskey fire burns gasoline. Out in the silence where the law don't go, I'm the thunder in the undertow. 'Cause hell rides with me, and the night don't sleep. I'm the shadow crawling where the angels weep. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No redemption, just bullet holes. I've kissed death with a crooked smile, buried saints in outlaw style. No preacher's prayer can cleanse this sin. I'm the storm that won't give in. Chains can't hold what was never free. I'm the curse in your legacy. Hell rides with me, and the night don't sleep. I'm the shadow crawling where the angels weep. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No redemption, just bullet holes. right. My past burns brighter than the morning light. Born from fire, raised in pain. I ride the wind like a runaway train. Hell rides with me through the broken land. I'm the reaper walking with a smoking hand. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No forgiveness. Just rock, rage, and roll. Not from the honestness, always ran back. We see shot too, and no way back. They took my can, they bid my land. I'll ride along, still man. Crisis broke, what are we traced? How speaking friend, but embraced. No looking touch, no mountain down. A soul like mine now never faint. This is my chorus now. No guys are up, no racing now. I rock the guest, I rock the flay with hollow rounds and a billow lounge. Don't wait for this to look for grace. Just the shadows in the way left feet. I burn my worst, but told don't trust. What's good and word, most can detest. I ain't no friend, I hated you. All the silence you tend to endure. This is my chorus now. No hiding's mine, but finding mine. They beat the new side, got the road. Now I have to find my hope. This is my chorus now. No hiding is mine, but finding mine. The cause my gospel, the bus my soul. So clown, no scum, don't stake my name. Just let me ride and take that day. And can you see a light, cold and dry, and the hurt within? The shift of world and time. I was born where the river runs dry, under blood-red stars and a broken sky. Mama said, boy, don't trust the cross, and Daddy died where the lines were lost. They gave me chains, I gave them fire, built my name from smoke and wire. Now I ride with ghosts that heal, with dust-stained eyes and hands of steel. I'm made of ash and iron breath, a walking wound that cheats on death. No man owns the road I tread. I talk to crows and sleep with lead. Ain't no heaven calling me, just the sound of hooves and the cracked musqueam. The law can chase, but it won't catch the kind of man who burned the match. No tombstone, no church, no bride, just me and rage.
Dodge Racing. It's overpowering.
What do you think of Mike Wallace and the Geico Chevrolet?
Whatever. He's out there selling car insurance. I'm out there to win.
Isn't he your cousin?
I didn't say I wouldn't go fishing with the man. All I'm saying is, if he comes near me, I'll put him in the wall.
But you don't race in the Busch Series.
Listen, go-kart track, grocery store, those remote-control boats. When it comes to Mike Wallace, the story ends with me putting him in the wall.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
A broken heart, I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I wanna fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You're only turning 9,000, need another gear. Never know how.
Welcome everybody to Wild Horse Broadcasting, as we're about ready to bring to you the season finale of the Full Throttle Winter Street Stock Series, the Full Throttle 100 at Darlington Speedway. Right now, Trey Ashworth, who's sitting third in the points, is top of the leaderboard, followed by the points leader Keith Nelson Jr. As we're in for some exciting racing tonight, this egg-shaped track, one of the most historic tracks in the NASCAR circuit as well. Alright, that's going to do it for practice as we get ready for qualifying. See who's going to be the one that leads them to the green for this season finale. As we watch one of last week's Twin 50 winners, Cole Baxter, head out on track right now for his qualifying attempt. We'll hop on board Cole here, take a ride around this track. The high line's going to be the preferred line, but the high line can bite you every damn time. Steady wheel here. Not scrubbing off too much speed. Yeah, we let out a little bit there in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 being a lot more narrow than 1 and 2 is. As Cole turns in a 34-32. Just be beat out by Tame Hamlin. 34-24. There's a little mark as he goes down into 3 and 4. Come around for his second lap right now. 35. Let's see if he can improve on his second lap. He does with a 34-27, still not beating out Peyton Hamlet though. As Landon Dickens is out on track, running his first lap right here. Landon looking a little bit loose, coming off the floor. Here's a look at your points later. Keith Nelson Jr. out of Findlay, Ohio in the 44 Army machine. Enters in low on turn 1, lets it float out to the wall. Then Diamond's back off at 2. He's running the preferred line right now. Oh, and he gets a piece of the wall. It's going to hurt his qualifying. Probably be disallowed. It's going to hurt his speed here going on lap number 2. He's able to keep it off the wall this time. Keith clocks in at 13. Isaiah Tiller in the 72 Salina truck stop machine. Out on track. His qualifying attempt. Shortfall before. This lap isn't going to be much. Lost a lot of momentum coming to the green. And he gets into the wall. He's hoping lap number 2 is going to be a lot better than lap number 1. So we'll get another attempt here. Isaiah for 35.63, just a little bit off the pace. Robert Arch making his return. Looks like that track official's giving him a little bit of shit. Hamlet back out in the Town & Country Ford, number 98 Curb Records machine. He's already got the pull. Guess he wants to try something a little bit new here. Or maybe just want some airtime. As we take a look here at the points, Keith Nelson Jr., 2 wins on the season, sitting at the top of the leaderboard. Anthony Danta right behind him. There's a battle for third between Trey Ashworth and Mark Fuquay. Peyton Hamlet, 463. Justin Coleman, 462. Zach Coyer sitting 7th. Landon Dickens, 8th. Cole Baxter, 9th. Robert Arch with 1 win apiece there, sitting 9th and 10th.
Hey, Jeremy!
Hey! Is that Octane 93 you're wearing?
Yeah, you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Dodge Racing. It's overpowering.
I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I wanna fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You're only turning 9,000, need another gear. Never know how. Never know how.
All right, let's take a look at the final lineup of the season. Matt Fuquay started on pole. Outside him, the 31 of Matt Barnes. Jackson McLaren starting 3rd. Cole Baxter 4th. Row number 3, Trey Ashworth on the inside. Preston Moore is starting 6th. Anthony Danta and Mark Fuquay make up row number 4. Row 5, Peyton Hamlet, Sean Neidert. JT Batson starting 11th. Landon Dickens starting outside him in 12th. 13th will be your points leader, Keith Nelson Jr. in that 44 machine. Outside of him, starting 14th, the 72 machine, Isaiah Tiller. Robert Ark starts 15th. Corey Olson starts 16th. Zach Coyer, Cody Edmonston make up row number 9. And starting 19th, shotgun in the field, Chase Caron. Off the roof, back at the field, off of the 93. The field's all lined up, ready for 100 laps here at Darlington. That sun's gonna be a problem. Going into 3. control of the field. Green flag is out. We are racing. Up in the barns just a little bit. It's a match front row. Back. Nelson Jr.'s got to make up some ground. Matt Barnes into the wall a little bit. Massey Food Wave leads the first lap. Trey Asner sitting fifth right now, right behind Jackson. Now to get the draft off of the 19 of Cole Baxter. Side of the 7 as they go into 3 and 4 here. Right down to 33 to Landon Dickens in the 08. Sean Neidert. JT gets a little piece of the wall. So he has Robert Ark right behind him and Isaiah Tiller in the 72. Cole Baxter here on Matt Barnes in 3 and 4. Cole gets himself clear. Looking for a lead. Low on Matt. It's leaving the high side for Barnes. Barnes has a run off it too. They're side by side going into 3. Drafting help right now. Outside front, 5-car car line. Still fighting side by side. Back to the field from Matt's field. Been able to do a good job up the top all by himself. Gets a little bit of the wall there once again. Now he's got Peyton Hamlin right behind him. Wait. Cole Baxter, Matt Barnes, Jackson McLaren, Peyton Hamlin. Cole and Barnes keep trading back that second spot. Peyton Hamlin look there on the inside to take over fourth. Baxter got by Barnes. Now he's looking to get more. But now Barnes with a crossover. Taking the outside open for Peyton. Peyton gets a piece of the wall. Baxter let it all hang out there on that right rear. Slow on Matt. Battle for the lead. Matt Peyton using from the high side. Peyton Hamlet up to second now. He's clear of Cole Baxter. As Jackson's going to follow suit. Goes from second back to fourth. Sliding that car around off the floor. That's going to eat that right rear. We still have 90 laps to go. It's going to make that car much more of a handful later in the run. Now Peyton looks low. Goes in the straight four here. Keeping this car pretty straight. Was able to get a good run down the front stretch. He's got traffic on Jackson. Peyton, a little bit of power move there on the inside. Take the lead. Just gets himself clear. Nelson Jr.'s up 3 spots. Right in front of him, he sees Danton and Mark Fuquay. 9-6. Back up front, Cole Baxter making another charge here. He's working in the inside lane. He's inside of the 93. As Jackson gives Matt a good push down the backstretch. Cole's able to get up to third place there right in front of Jackson in 7. Matt Barnes looking low for Jackson here. As Trey Ashworth starting to creep up here. He's been running 6 so far. Matt's looking to get that lead back from the 98 of Peyton Hamlet. They go down in 1-2. Momentum there on the high side. Hard to make the pass finally drafting over. Bringing that Curb Records Town Country Ford in for some pit service. Out front, Jackson McLaren leading Matt Fuquay, followed by Matt Barnes, Cole Baxter, and Trey Ashworth. Your top 5 so far. Back on for Trey Ashworth as well. probably not helping his aerodynamics. Up to 8th. He's up 5 spots. As Mark's looking low on the 9 machine, Anthony Danta. It's a battle for 6 and 7. Back in front of the field, 93 looking to get by the 7. A little bit of side drafting there by Matt. As they touch once again in the middle of 1 and 2. Barnes saw about threading the needle there for a moment. That's a 7. Both into the wall there. Jackson heavy into the wall. So he's going to go from 1st all the way back to 6th, possibly 7th now. Matt Fuquay takes back the lead. Fuquay, Baxter, Matt Barnes, Trey Ashworth, and Mark Fuquay sitting 5th. As he's got Anthony Danta looking low. Moves Mark up into the wall. As we're 3 wide. Keith Nelson Jr. in the 44. He's now joined the party. Back up front, Cole Baxter looking to get the lead. He's got drafting help from the 31 and Matt Barnes as they get it down the backstretch. A great run off the 4. He's able to take control of that lap. Matt Barnes has a hot rod here tonight. That's Mark was looking to get low on the 8 to Trey Ashworth. 93 gets a little bit out of shape, loses some momentum. That's going to allow Barnes and Trey Ashworth to look low going down in 1-2. Danta on the high side of the 8 in that orange and silver number 9 machine. See, Matt gets a little bit loose there on the low side of 2. And you gather it back up going down the backstretch. Everybody's earned that Darlington stripe here tonight. Let's work our way through the race. Cole Baxter out front, followed by Matt Fuquay, Matt Barnes, Anthony Danta, Trey Ashworth, your top 5. So here comes the 93 on the inside of Cole. Not yet clear. I should have made a Darlington stripe counter here tonight. Anthony Danta's made his way up to third, right behind the 31 of Matt Barnes. See Matt get loose off the 2 once again. He's hitting that apron. That's just kicking the ass end down on him. Of the charge. He's going to look low from 93. Gets that apron again. This time he keeps it under control. He's going to get double foul here in the middle of the field. Barnes of the door. Gets a 93 into the wall. We're 3 wide. Here comes Dana on the low side. So he's got Mark Fuquay pushing him. Everybody's able to keep it going. Matt's got some heavy damage. Does have a front bumper and the right front's pushing the wrong way. So that doesn't going to work out too well. Matt Barnes out to a pretty decent lead right now. As you have D'Anthony, Mark Fuquay, Cole Baxter, and Trey Ashworth, your top 5. Matt pulls into the pits, get some repairs done there. Had a strong car here tonight. Matt into the wall once again. They killed the momentum. That pack of cars really run up on here as they go down to 1-2. Here comes Santa with a run. Keeps on the high side. Gets a good run coming down the front stretch. Barnes, Danta, Fuquay, your top 3. Slow there on the 9 and Danta. Mark up to second. Now he's going to look low on the 31. He's up to the left rear. Let's see if Matt keeps the momentum going there on the high side. These big old heavy street stocks, they need that momentum. We got another Fuquay back into the lead. Barnes just clips him right there at the line to lead that lap. Oh, Matt into the wall, pretty heavy there in 1. That's going to allow Mark to get clear. Looks like Barnes and Danta got a piece of the turn 2 wall. Cole got into the left rear just a bit. Got Matt a little bit out of shape. Matt was able to gather it back up and keep it going. Trey Ashworth with a good push to the 19. A little bit of contact off of exit 2. Danton with his 10th Darlington stripe, for what it feels like at least. Out front, Mark Wade in the 6, followed by Cole Baxter in the 19, Matt Barnes in the 31. Are starting to come up on some lap traffic. This might get hairy here. Trey Ashworth up to 3rd. Using that white and blue number 8 machine. Outside. They go down into 1 and 2. As Mark comes up in the lap car of 369, Cody Edmonston, as he gets a piece of the turn 2 wall. Gets himself clear there. Now he's on to the 19 of Robert Art. Cody gets another piece of that wall as the leaders get by. Robert pulls low, gives Mark the high lane. Mark has himself about 4/10, almost a half-second lead over Cole Baxter. Looking low there on Trey Ashworth. It's a battle for 3rd. Trey for crossover. As we go down in 1 and 2. Damon might have found something there on the high side. Baxter starting to pull up on the back bumper and Mark here as they go down into 1. There's all single file for right now. Piece of that wall. Break his front down and allow Dana to get by him. And then Dana up to 2nd. Definitely has yet to win this season. Baxter, Matt Barnes, and Trey Ashworth, your top 5. Your points leader, Keith Nelson, just sitting right outside of him. Followed by Landon Dickens in 7th. 7 car, Jackson McLaren. He's led a few laps here tonight. He's in 8th. Preston Boers 9th. Corey Olson 10th. Followed by Isaiah Tiller and Zach Coyer. Backs are a little bit loose off the tip. Gonna allow Matt Barnes to look on the inside here. Matt wasn't able to do anything with it. Trey Ashworth gives Cole a little bump going down the front stretch. As you see Matt getting a little bit loose in one. Matt's really working that wheel in the 31. Starting to wonder if he's burned up his right rear already. Trey looking on the inside of Cole Baxter as they go down in turn number 3. Cole's wheeling that machine right now. He's got a loose car. Once again, watch the 31 just working that wheel. Right behind. Cole Baxter, 19, getting real loose. You saw Matt, saw on his wheel. See how he does in 1 and 2 here. Less chaotic turns from that. It's 31-19, make contact. Right in front of your points leader. We are halfway, 50 down, 50 to go. Out front, Mark Fuqua, followed by Anthony Danza, as they put some distance between them and third place and Trey Ashworth. All the way down the backstretch. Matt Barnes able to get by Cole Baxter. With Matt back up to fourth. You see Cole just drifting that car. You see the smoke pouring off of it. Cole as he goes down to one. Cole puts that apron, so I'm gonna have to turn right to cover that machine back up. I don't think Cole has a right rear left. Keith Nelson's looking to get by him here before he gets caught up in something. You see Cole getting out of shape. Get a piece of the 33 of Landon Dickens, and this is all going on in front of the 14 of JT Baston. Baxter just out of control right now. Cole said he had enough of this and jumped to the pits. As I was saying earlier on in the race, you got to take care of that right rear, especially here. Keith Nelson Jr. up to fifth. He's right behind Matt Barnes. You see Matt's loose again up into the wall. Keep trying to get by him. That's another one that burned up the right rear. Dickens catches a piece of the wall there. Back out front, Mark Way, Anthony Danta all by themselves. Danta's really not pushing the issues, probably just trying to take care of them tires, make it to the end here. Gets a piece of the wall coming off it too. Brian Walker leader. Mark Way in the 6th car. Keeping that wheel pretty straight, and you see that sun just blasting in his face right here. As him and Dana have a 4-second lead over third place at Trey Ashworth. Matt Barnes is poured into the pits. He's going to get some new rubber put on there. As you see, Keith is starting to gain ground for third place, and Trey Ashworth. Preston Boers is coming as well. Preston looks low in the 44. Keith just lets him go by. Preston is on charge here. Move Preston Boers up to third. Trey Ashworth gets into the wall pretty heavy there. Back out front, Mark Fuguay and Anthony Danta. 6-second lead over third place of Preston Boers. Looks like Trey doesn't have any steering ability there. He goes up high. That sends Jackson up into the wall. Then Jackson came back down in front of Robert. Gets turned. It was so low off the track that it didn't bring out the yellow. Lady in black starting to take names. As Danta's able to get by Mark there. As Jackson's down there on the inside, 3 and 4 once again. Anthony Danta out front, followed by Mark Fuguay. Preston Boers, your top 3. As Mark's starting to get out of shape, I'm starting to wonder if his right rear is getting burned up now. Mark bringing it into the pits. Leaves Danta all by himself out front. Preston's starting to gain on him. Anthony ran a 34.72. The Preston Boers 34.47. Almost 3/10 faster. So we got 30 laps to go. So we're about 2 seconds off their qualifying pace. 34.77. The Boers 34.50. That gap is now 4.6 seconds. Let's see if Dance's left enough in the fuel tank here. Enough rubber on that right rear to get him to the finish. Stanta gets loose in one, collects it up against the wall. Preston gained 3/10 there that lap. Your top five, Anthony Danta out front, followed by Preston Boers. As you see, Trey Ashworth loses it again with 3 and 4. Keith Nelson Jr. sitting third. Landon Dickens in the 33, he's up to 4th. Zach Coyer, your biggest mover so far, up 12 spots. He's up to 5th. Right behind him, you got Isaiah Tiller running 6th. We got 7 lap right now. More issues for Trey there. Let's also see what happened to Matt here. As we're back live with your leader, Anthony Danta, with a 3.37 lead over second place of Preston Boers. And Preston is closing in quick. As you see, Preston had a little bit of a correction there in 4. Ever so slightly scraping that wall too. That gap's down to 2.7. 14 seconds back from your leaders, your points leader, Keith Nelson Jr. Just trying to get to the finish line. Isaiah Tiller's already going to lap down to Danta. Danta gets into the wall pretty heavy there. That car, you see it off the back bumper. That's Preston Boers closing in. 2 seconds back now. So Isaiah Tiller gets into the wall. That cost Danta a little bit of time there. 1-5. Preston is closing in. Danta's getting ready to lap 6th place. Zach Coyer. Coyer and Danta make some contact. Danta into the wall pretty hard. He does have a momentum. Here comes Preston Boers in the 39. To go. Dan is pushing for all he's got. I don't think he's got much left. Oh, he gets caught behind Mark. Mark's trying to get out of the way, but he's got Robert on the inside of him. Let's see if we get her back up. Then collect the leaders. That 6-second gap is completely evaporated now. It's down to Danton and Preston. 20 laps to go. Anthony looks low on Robert Orch. Anthony goes down real low on the apron, gets his car all upset. He's able to keep it going, but Preston Boers makes it look easy as he gets by him. Preston Boers out front. He ain't looking back, and the yellow comes out. Mark gets out of shape, brings it back up on the track, and that's going to bring the yellow flag out. Like any typical iRacing race here at Darlington. Yep, four cars on the lead lap. This track will chew you up and spit you back out. Me personally, I dislike this track because I would be one of those guys multiple laps down. This leader just keeps going by me. So bring in here to the pits, get some new tires. It's going to change the complexion of this race.
What do you think of Mike Wallace and the Geico Chevrolet?
Whatever. He's out there selling car insurance. I'm out there to win.
Isn't he your cousin?
I didn't say I wouldn't go fishing with the man. All I'm saying is, he comes near me, I'll put him in the wall.
Well, you don't race in the Busch Series.
Listen, go-kart trick, grocery store, those remote-control boats. When it comes to Mike Wallace, the story ends with me putting him in the wall.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Broken heart, I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I wanna fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You only turn a 9,000 liter leather gear. Never know how. Never know how.
Dodge Racing. It's overpowering.
All right, welcome back. Pace car pulls off. Danta out front. Keith Nelson Jr. on the outside. Preston Boers sitting third. They waved the restart off. Some of the field wasn't up there in place and ready to go. Looking at the leaderboard there. Jackson McLaren, Cole Baxter, Peyton Hamlet out front leading some laps. Now they're out of the race. Same with Matt Fuquay. He's not out of the race, but he's 5 laps down. Has control of the field, gets a good start there. $14 to go. Danta's still looking for his first win of the season. Here comes Keith Nelson Jr. on the inside. He's looking for his third. The yellow flag is out. The Salina 52 truck stop machine got turned around coming off the 2. Isaiah Tiller lost control. And Corey Olson just couldn't get out of the way there. Collects him. Keith was able to just get a nose out right in the nick of time as he got by Danta. So your top 5 right now: Keith Nelson Jr., Anthony Danta, Preston Boers, Sean Neidert, and Cody Edmonston in the 369. Robert Arch, your lucky dog.
Broken heart, I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I wanna fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You're only turning 9,000, need another gear. Never know how. Never know how.
All right, field gets restacked as we get right here for a 10-lap shootout. We drop the green. Nelson Jr., Preston Boers, Sean Neidert, Cody Edmiston, your top 5. Base car pulls off once more. Nelson Jr. has control of the field as they come out of 4. Keith gets a good jump on the field. 10 laps to go. As Preston's looking goodbye, Danta once again. Sean Neidert holding tough there. The 08 on the outside, gets a piece of the wall, keeps it going. Danta gets loose, finds himself in the outside wall. Keith Nelson out front, followed by Preston Boers. Sean Neidert, 3rd place. Both Preston and Sean looking for their first win of the season. Preston has a good run going down the backstretch. Sean looking good second here on the inside of Keith. Battle goes on behind your leader. Sean pulls back up behind Keith. We're almost 3 wide for the lead. Sean Neidert going for the win here. Ooh, Preston gets up into the wall. As here comes Keith on the inside of that 44 U.S. Army Camaro. As they go down into 3 and 4. Couple of 6 to go. Sean with a great run there on the outside. Powers by him. Sean gets a piece of the wall. It's going to allow Keith to get ahead. Sean tries to side draft a little bit. Contact in 3 and 4. Dead even at the line, those two. 5 laps to go. Oh, Neidert gets out of control a little bit. He falls back to 3rd. Preston gets loose off of 2. These two are slipping and sliding here for 2nd. Whole gaggle of cars down low. Coming to 4th again, Keith Nelson Jr. out front in that 44 machine. You can classify this as where the hell did he come from? Looking back off the leader's car here. So he's got some distance between him and 2nd place is Sean Neidert. As you see Preston back into the wall. He just threw it into 3 and 4. As there's a battle for the third place here. Robert all over the back bumper of Preston. He goes there on the outside of him. Rob just got the lucky dog and he's up in the third place. Two laps to go. 2 laps to go in this season as well. As Keith Nelson's looking to put an exclamation mark on all of this. This is 13 Zach Boyer dragging his front bumper. Matt Barnes doesn't even have a front bumper. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Keith Nelson into 3 and 4 for the final time. Your winner, Keith Nelson Jr., followed by Sean Neidert, and Robert Arch takes it home 3rd. Anthony Danza is going to bring it home 4th. Maybe he is. It's going to be a race between him and Cody Edmonston, but Cody's losing it in 3 and 4 as well. Oh, Dancer brings it up in 4th place. Oh, what a wild, crazy ending here. As Keith celebrates. Keith, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, first question I got to ask, where the hell did you come from tonight? Because last time I saw you were about 26 seconds back in the lead. The next man I know, you're restart on the outside, and that last caution happens, and somehow you just had a nose right out in front of Anthony.
Yeah, I was saving fuel hard. I didn't see how Danta and I think it was Preston was up there, and I was short until the caution came out. I was a couple laps short, so I was saving hard, which is also saving the tires, and I was trying not to have to pit. I had a gap behind me, so I was trying to just manage it, and then the caution came out and shuffled everything back up there for a bit of excitement there at the end.
Yeah, those last few laps there, it got exciting between you, Sean, and Preston.
Oh yeah, yeah. With Dana was saying he'd burn his stuff up, so he, I don't know if he's giving us the heads up or was playing a mind game, but yeah, he was struggling. But then Sean and Preston, they were right there, and with the draft on these cars here, it was, they're able to get to the inside of me and battle it out there for a few laps.
Well, that makes win number 3 of the season, along with the championship. That's a damn good season.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty long season. What is it, 10, 12 races? I was trying to count. A couple of double headers in there, and
yeah, well, I mean, you did pretty good this season. Yeah.
I was looking back a couple of the races, kind of had to knock the dust off of my oval racing skills. Like I said, I've been road coursing for a while. Look back at Nashville and Phoenix and Lanier, those first couple ovals early in the season. I think I DQ'd in the first race, just a couple X's on my own, a couple X's, getting caught up in some of the dog piles. But then seemed like after Lime Rock, that first road course, really started getting in the groove again on the ovals and got some top 10s and top 5s and a couple wins there towards the end here. And heck of a season.
Yeah, you definitely came on strong on the second half of the season here. Like you said, those first few races, a little bit of trouble here and there. But, yeah, after Lime Rock, you've been up here on the podium weekly.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's, it's a little bit of a long season, but the guys are talking about, starting it again for next time, finish this up and crown the champion here, and then look at what's next.
I'm going to have to say, 100 laps is perfect for here because I'm sorry, but it makes you have to take care of your tires. As you saw when you're coming up through the field, especially when you're running about 6, you had Matt and Cole in front of you, and man, they were looking like dirt street stocks out there, especially in 3 and 4.
Oh yeah, I remember that there. Yeah, they're going through 3 and 4, smoke pouring. Like, well, they're gonna have some issues with those tires a little later, but just don't wad us up all together here.
Yeah, that was one of my concerns for you there because I was watching you come up through the field, and that one time Cole got real loose and you were able to get by him, then pretty much you looped it around as soon as you got by.
Yeah, I caught the wall, got my Darlington stripe out of the way early, qualifying, so I was, starting way in the back there, and just had to be patient. And some of those guys really got battling. Saw some 2 wide, 3 wide, fender banging. At lap 20 of 100, it's like, come on, guys, let's let's make it at least halfway.
Yeah, there was definitely some strategy calls there because you had some people that are going full bore from the very start of it. Then you had people like Preston. I think he might have been conserving tire for that first half. Because as soon as he got by you, he pretty much just walked down Danta. He pretty much erased a 6 or 7 second gap that Danta and Mark had.
Yeah, he came charging by me, and I was thinking, well, is it better to try to hold pace with him and steal some draft? But I just thought he was running way too hard, harder than I wanted to run to save the fuel that I needed to try to make it.
Well, once again, season finale winner along with the championship. Go ahead and give a thanks to all your people.
Oh yeah, Full Throttle sponsoring the series. Full Throttle Race Parts. Mark and Matt, Fuquay putting this on. I know he's got a couple of admin guys. Zach Coyer, I know, helps him out, and I think he has a couple other people and stuff. It's been a fun league. The numbers kind of dwindled here towards the end a little bit, but still a 20-car field or 19 cars, whatever it was, is still a pretty solid field of cars. To be at the end of the season, and had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I do want to throw this out. There was 87 different drivers in this series this season.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I know that first race at Nashville, I think we had 60 or darn near 60, over 50 for sure.
Yeah, I think 53 was the start of the field.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, well, we'll see what next season brings, and hopefully be back at it and see what happens.
All right, Keith, it's been a pleasure interviewing you this season. Once again, congratulations.
I appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
All right, got one of the co-owners of the league here, Matt Fuquay. Matt, I thought tonight might have been your night because those first 15 or so laps, you were out front battling the whole time.
Well, I almost made it a perfect season, I think. I believe I've gotten spun out every single race this season somehow.
Seemed like that new setup was starting to really work for you, especially the second half of the season here.
Man, yeah, I made some improvements on my setup at home and my equipment, and it's been a little bit of a learning curve. So I still got a few things I've been tweaking on it, working on it recently to dedicate to doing a lot of iRacing and practicing. So it's been a little tough, racing season's getting started and all things going on. Busy at work, so.
I was gonna say, I imagine business is picking up there for you guys at Full Throttle Race Parts.
Yeah, this was, I think, our lowest car count of the season tonight. Our highest was 52, so we've had an amazing season with the Full Throttle Racing League, and I'd like to thank the Wild Horse Broadcasting for broadcasting all our races this year, and Full Throttle Race Parts for helping sponsor this deal and put it together. Cold Beer Cameras and Pro Gas Plumbing and Construction. It's been cool. Keith Nelson Jr. is our champion. He's most certainly earned it this year. He's been probably one of the most consistent guys week in and week out, and he stayed pretty clean and stayed out of trouble. And man, he's come out on top. And we've had some extremely, extremely tough, tight competition in these races this year. And of course, we're still a relatively new league. This was our first year without having tires, and that kind of bit us here a little bit in our finale. So us as a league, we're going to go back and look over the best races of the season and look over the worst races of the season. We're going to make some adjustments and things and try to have a good deal for next year too.
The only thing I'd say about this race, I'd say keep 100 laps, but maybe just for this race, give them a set of tires.
Yeah, well, we had tires for all our races last year, but they weren't really needed, and they actually kind of screwed up the racing product a little bit at most tracks. Whereas I think tonight, it would have made it a lot better race. So I don't know. This was only our second year into doing the winter street stock deal, and so we work on it quite a bit throughout the year, and we toss around ideas and stuff. There's rumors that iRacing may release at least one track that'll probably make it on to our schedule, and I know we've got a couple that we're going to drop from the schedule that weren't that great of races, and of course we're constantly looking at the rules and things, trying to keep it as simple as possible, but as fair and competitive as possible. And I just appreciate everybody's support. The guys that come out and spend 2 or 3 hours with us on a Sunday night, and you guys for broadcasting, and everybody that kind of makes this deal come about.
I love broadcasting your guys' races. So when you guys reach out, make sure to keep my Sundays clear, especially this time of year, just for you guys. I enjoy the product that the racing. I mean, you got a lot of skilled competitors in here.
Yeah, I think we've had 83 different members take a green flag at some point in time during our 13-week season, which it's 13 weeks, but I think it's actually 15 races because of the couple of twin weeks. And man, some of the guys are just unbelievably tough to beat.
I believe that's going to wrap it up for this season, Matt. Anything else you guys say?
Yeah, keep an eye out on our Discord and our Facebook page. I believe a couple of guys are putting together a little ARCA deal, maybe an 8-week ARCA deal for during the summer here. I'm pretty sure it'll be on Sunday nights. I know we've run some Thursday night stuff before, but that's really hard to do, especially during race season. For those of us that, race in real life too. But I believe we got an 8-week ARCA season coming up. And then a little bit later on in the summer, early fall, there'll probably be like a quarter-mile series of some type that we'll do before the Season 3 Winter Street Stock Championship kicks off. So tell everybody to check out Discord and check out Facebook and be on the lookout for all that stuff. And of course, we'll have our awards and our things for our champions and the people that got their different stuff coming on Facebook page here in the next week or two. So I'd say pay attention to the Facebook page for information about the league.
I'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll make sure to share the information. That way it gets out to everybody that follows the Wild Horse Broadcasting page as well. And as I said, you guys put on a great product. It's always a great group of racers with you guys because most of you guys are real racers. So to me, that always makes the racing so much better.
Yeah, sometimes it does. Of course, we've got a couple guys that have never raced before, and they're also pretty tough. And we have a real mixed group of guys, and they're from all over the country, and I'm proud of each and every one of them. They all show great sportsmanship and competitiveness and drive and dedication week in and week out, especially when you run in these leagues and you got to be there every week. So I know we really appreciate it here at the league.
All right, Matt, until next time, you have a good one.
Yes, sir, Bo. We'll see you.
All right, that was Matt Fuquay, co-owner of the Full Throttle Street Stock Winter Series. Keith Nelson Jr. is your champion, along with tonight's winner. I'll go ahead and bring up the results for tonight's race. Keith Nelson Jr. brings it home, followed by Sean Neidert with his first podium of the season. Finishing second, Robert Ark. Third, Anthony Danta fourth, Cody Edmonston fifth, Preston Boers sixth, Landon Dickens seventh, JT Baston, Zach Coyer, Mark Fuquay round out your top 10. Matt Fuquay came in 11th tonight, led some laps there early on. Trey Ashworth 12th, Matt Barnes 13th, Isaiah Tiller, Corey Olson, Jackson McLaren, Cole Baxter, Peyton Hamlet finishing 18th. It was a great race here tonight. Got real exciting there at the end. I mean, there pretty much wasn't a dull moment for those 100 laps. All right, that's going to put a wrap on the season. Y'all have a good one now.